Uninstalled podcast, episode 7. Just the boys this week. How have you been, sir?
I've been aight. I've been aight.
You been alright? Well, I kind of want to get us straight into a topic here. This is a topic that I brought up a little bit when we were talking about the Emeru thing, but it's been on my mind a little bit again this week. I want to get your opinion on it. I think, and who knows, maybe this is a hot take. I think that hot tub streamers and titty streamers have ruined live streaming for women.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it's kind of put all the women on these platforms in the sphere of being sexualized by their viewers, because I think there's so many people that, and this isn't to say if your favorite streamer is a girl and maybe leans into it and will bait the gooners a little bit. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't have an issue with that. You know, make your money. But I think for the girls that are out here, say like a Gingy on Twitch,
mm-hmm.
Tarkov streamer, maybe for someone like her, I think it might put her in a situation where there's a bunch of weirdos that now she has to worry about in her community, whereas maybe before there wouldn't necessarily have been.
Yeah, yeah. There's there's just a whole bunch of weirdos in general.
Yeah,
They,
unfortunately.
they, they, they just fucking casually watch Twitch, bro. It's so like Twitch is mainly the fucking safe for work version of what fucking Kick is, bro. And it is just full of fucking gooners, bro. It's so fucking bad.
Yeah. And again, like, my issue isn't with the women necessarily. It's more with the absolute degenerates that they build a community around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a girl wants to take advantage of her looks and fucking milk them for every penny that these fucking degen gooners have, I mean, more power to her. Fucking, live life on easy mode. I would too, probably, if I could. Um,
Oh yeah.
but I just think it's these fucking degens that are the big issue, dude. Like, these, I've seen some fucking weird, like, crazy shit. Have you ever seen? Oh God, I don't know the streamer's name. It's some like obscure, like not super big streamer, I think. Don't be offended if you're the streamer watching this. Um, and there's this dude that was like a mod for her for like I think a while, a couple years, and they finally met IRL at like a convention, and she's sitting in the back of a Uber with this dude, and he's just like looking at her like all like puppy dog eyes, all like this dude is probably bricked up in his fucking shorts right now, and the whole chat is like, oh, kiss him, oh, let him kiss you, this, and I'm like, that would have to be so fucking uncomfortable to be dealing with.
Yeah, that's like the first time like y'all have like actually like fucking met IRL. It's like, oh yeah, bro, just give bro a fucking peck one good time. Just
Yeah,
let him slide it in from the back type shit. It's just fucking weird.
yeah, especially because obviously this girl never thought about this guy in that way, but he was the entire time. He was like, all it's gonna take
Oh
is us
yeah,
meeting, and it's gonna be this fairy tale thing, and it's just, oh my God. And because I think he was even playing into it too, and he might have been like, oh, like, listen to what they're saying, like, should we, they want us to, and I'm like, dude,
mm-hmm.
being a woman in the back of a cab with a dude that's just fucking bricked would have to be so fucking
Yeah,
uncomfortable, especially when there's like thousands of people egging it on live.
yeah. You're just you're weird.
Mm. And at this point, is there anything Twitch can really do to fight against the gooners at this point? Like, I think
Yeah,
it's almost too far
fucking
gone.
like restrict fucking titty streaming, restrict fucking hot tub streams, bro. And just put more fucking restrictions on like what you can and cannot show, bro. That's why I feel like YouTube's like the best place to stream right now. Twitch is just weird.
Yeah. I just I feel like there's such a culture within like hot tub and titty streaming where as soon as Twitch alters the rules, immediately people are gonna try to find loopholes. Like remember when people were just like using censor bars to cover themselves?
Oh yeah, or whenever like they would just like fucking hop on like the little like shake machines with like fucking ass cams, bro, and just be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro, like look at this, bro." Like it's weird. Twitch is just fucking gooner central, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it needs to be its own category and it should be age restricted for sure. For like just the hot tub streaming part of it.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of that either needs to be like age restricted or just taken off the platform in general.
I don't know. Maybe if there's a woman that streams and wants to share a perspective, let us know, but I don't envy the position you're in having to deal with all these fucking gooners and all that shit. That would be such just
And I feel like that's just something that like any like female streamer has to deal with because like
mm,
there's so many people that just allow that type of like a behavior that like anytime like they like meet like a female streamer they expect them to be like that.
yeah, I think that's actually a good point. Because I feel like it kind of builds this like reinforcement for the behavior where say like a guy who's been in Pokemon's chat for 7 years finally gets fed up with her not reading his like fucking $25 donos when he wants them to. And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go into fucking Maya's stream and I'm gonna, go to someone that actually appreciates me. And then he's just gonna assume that the absolute degeneracy that one streamer stopped putting up with, this one is gonna put up with. Like, I don't know. I would not want to be in that situation for sure.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not.
Yeah.
I just feel like being a female in like the entire gaming space as a whole is just not very good. It's not a good safe space for women to be in for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think there is a space that I would like to be in, Dave. Do you know what it is?
Fucking femboy cheeks on a Friday afternoon.
If you've been subscribed for long enough, you know the drinking game. If Dave says a femboy thing, you have to take a shot. Um, no, I would love to live in a world where Daisy has a base vanilla desert map, and we're getting closer.
Yeah, I definitely think that that's gonna be a map that I buy. Hopefully, by the time it does come out, I got a fucking job. I'm out here living my life. I'm on that employed shit,
Yeah,
and I can just straight up fucking buy it.
yeah. We still gotta get into some Sakal. I've talked to you a little bit about, maybe trying to do that, sooner rather than later, because I feel like if Daisy comes out with another new map after not releasing maps for years, and then I still haven't played the last one they put out, it'd be kind of fucking embarrassing.
Hmm. I
So,
do think if I don't buy a Sakal this winter, would you want to try that fucking modded
Namalsk,
yeah, Namalsk. There we go.
I wouldn't be against it. Me and J Dub have played a little bit of Namalsk before. It is a lot smaller than I thought it was. I remember getting on the map and I was looking at like, just a map of it. And I was like, oh, okay, this thing's got some size to it, but you can get around that map really fucking quick.
Mm.
And there's not that much space separating things. But I mean, that's, for some people, I imagine that's also a good thing because, you know, if you're just getting shit on and you keep getting sent back to the coast, it can be kind of annoying having to go all the way back to Enwa for a kit. So, on
Mm-hmm.
Chernarus. But,
And that was a point I brought up on stream today, that 90% of our time that we have played Daisy, so like 3-4 years since I've got my PC,
yeah.
a lot of it has just been Cherno.
Mm-hmm.
And I like there's only been like a few times that like we've played like different maps. Like we played Takistan, we played like a map or two on Deer Isle, but I don't think we really spent time on that server. And
Yeah.
then we tried I'm pretty sure I already brought up Takistan. Um Kind of lost my fucking train of thought.
But we've tried a decent amount of maps. I know I've
Yeah,
played Melkart 2 with J-Dub before. I'm not sure if you've played Melkart, but there's a lot more maps that are modded maps than I remember. Like
that like
PNW is
we
a map that I've been wanting to try for a long time.
yeah, it's just maps that like we like haven't really ever gotten into, and there's a lot of fucking maps. But 90% of it, like the time that like we have played DayZ, has just been Cherno, and I kind of want to try to branch out sometime. If it's not this year, maybe next year. You know?
Yeah, I think what I gotta do, and I don't mean to interrupt the DayZ talk with a different game, but it'll only be for a second. I think what I gotta do is I gotta figure out when ranked play is gonna come out for Black Ops 7. Because I think it might be in season 2, because I haven't heard anything about season 1, so it may not be until like February or some shit. And if that's the case, I think Daisy is gonna have to be one of those games that I'm on in the meantime. Because once I get the camos done, I'm not just gonna be out here playing multiplayer. Really, to be honest, I'm gonna be waiting until rank play. So I'm gonna have some time to be able to take away from the game. Because, bro, I'm gonna be honest. There's just something about waking up to snow on the ground. You look out the window, you can see like snow on the roofs of the other houses, and then you just hop on a winter fucking Daisy map, winter Cherno, Namals, fucking whatever. There's just something about it, man. Listening to the fucking snow crunch under your fucking feet, bro.
Yeah, cause I was on stream earlier and I looked at my phone, and the Running Man's was playing a early um winter Cherno, and I feel like that would look hot.
Mm, yeah.
And I definitely want to try to give that a shot at some point.
Yeah. And I think I'm finally ready to have some commitment to Daisy, and I hope you are as well, because I think we've always liked the
Yeah.
idea of like, oh, let's go on and we're gonna like try to do like a drug dealer arc. We're gonna try to gun run. We're gonna try to do this. We're gonna try to do that. We have things that we think would be cool because we've seen them in videos and different things. But I think it would be nice to actually sit down and like actually do it and like actually be committed to, we're gonna get on it this time, and just work on getting this shit going.
And
Um,
I brought that up on stream too. Like, there's a lot of times that like we play Daisy, but we only play for like a couple of days at a time.
mhm.
I want there to be a server that like we find, or like a map we really like, and just play like one of those for like a week or two, you know?
Yeah,
Like
I think if there was ever a game that was out, um, throughout all the games that I've ever liked or played that I wished I had spent more time on up until this point, it is probably Daisy.
yeah, I definitely feel like since you are on that fucking employed arc, like it would be nice if we could just take a week off just for Daisy, but that's basically impossible.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to burn my vacation or my paid time super early into the year next year.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, who knows? Like, depending on how things shake out, maybe my plans might change. You know, uh,
AKA quitting your job.
dog, I'm trying to find a new job, bro. I hate my fucking current job. I can't talk about it too much just because of the nature of fucking what the job is. But like, dude, the the place I work at fucking sucks. Which I have been sending out some
I'm,
applications. I have been sending out some applications. I got denied from one the other day, actually. They're like,
of
we're gonna move
course,
forward with other candidates, and I was like, okay.
I'm telling you, bro. Whenever I can, I think I'm either gonna fucking move back down, or I'm just gonna try to get into some fucking electrical work.
Yeah,
Just become a blue collar man.
yeah. I mean, there's money to be made in blue collar work, and there's a lot of demand right now. Like literally, fucking. This is gonna make me sound like an unk, but I've been talking to some younger guys that I know, um, like underclassmen from fucking high school that I still keep in touch with, kind of shit. Um, and I've been telling them like, you know, because I've noticed this with a lot of guys in high school, athletes specifically. Like, there's a lot of people that exit high school and they've put so much of their life into, I'm gonna make it to the league. I'm gonna, make it big. This is gonna be how I get my family out. And it doesn't work out for them. They don't get the kind of offers they're looking for. You know, maybe they try to go JUCO and don't make the team. And there's a lot of guys that just are completely lost after high school and just don't know
Oh
what to do.
yeah.
And I've been trying to tell some people like there's demand for this right now. And maybe it's not the most glamorous thing ever, but it's something where you're going to be in a union most likely. There's a lot of job security there. Um and I mean, the money's good, and if supporting your
And
family is
that's
what you're looking for, it's a good way to do it.
and that's something like you're gonna be basically into for life.
Yeah. And I think nowadays, especially, there's a lot of people that want that independency, that want to be their own boss. And I think the trades is like probably the best place you could ever be in for working your way up to the point where you leave and start your own business.
Oh yeah.
So,
Because that's kind of my long term goal is to be able to own my own business and just charge whatever the fuck I want for people.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've had conversations about it. Like, I'm open to it too. I think I still like the idea of our plan being that once you get ready to hop into an apprenticeship, I'm gonna try to get in the same one with you, and we'll just work on it together.
Hmm.
Um, because my job is,
Buns. It sucks.
yeah, but it's not hard. It's not a hard job, and I get trades will be harder. Um, it's just the environment, man. It's just the way people are, the culture with it. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Um, but
And I just feel like yeah, like the trades are going to be a little bit harder than what we do now.
I mean, I'm not afraid to
But
get my
once
hands dirty.
oh yeah, no. But once we're like committed, I'm sure it'll be a lot easier than what we think.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, in trades, you're compensated for the difficult shit you got to do. Like, I barely get paid enough for me to want to fucking show up every day, bro. At my current
Hmm.
job, like at least in trades, you're getting compensated fairly. I mean, assuming you're in a union, I don't know what like a non-union trade job would look like, but
I think 90% of them are
yeah.
unionized now. So I think the majority of what we're trying to do, we're going to be unionized. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be paid nice.
Dog, some people tried to start a union at my job like years ago, and someone let me know if I can get the Better Business Bureau involved in this shit because I will, bro. I don't know what union busting is, or like how it works exactly, but this sounded like union busting to me. They found out, the bosses found out that some people were trying to start a union, and they fired all of them
Oh, what the fuck?
to prevent them from
Yeah,
starting a union.
yeah, that's that definitely sounds like union busting. I'll tell you that. It really sounds like your fucking job just doesn't want to fucking pay the workers.
Yeah, I mean that is the case. Um,
Because like what you do, like would you like real shit, like would you guys like even be able to
in the big
keep
city that
be
we're close to, there is a union, and
oh
that's why
gotcha,
they get
gotcha,
paid 3 times more than what I get paid.
gotcha. I didn't know if like you guys were like even like eligible to like become a union.
Oh no, we can. Yeah, because like I could be making 90 to 100 grand somewhere else in a bigger city where there is a union, but it's just that there's not a union here.
Yeah, that's
Um,
actually fucking ridiculous. Fuck your job, bro.
mm. Maybe I should call the Better Business Bureau. um,
Because I know you want to become an electrician, but I feel like what I kind of thrive is fucking HVAC, bro. I'm trying to be in somebody's fucking attic, bro.
trying to be trying to be the dude from the movies, like up in the attic, fucking foot falls through the roof.
Oh yeah, bro. You telling me that wouldn't be funny, bro?
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm really open to any trade, to be honest. Like even plumbing, which might be like at the bottom of the totem pole for some people. I mean, even plumbing. Like I've taught myself how to do certain things, and I've done different things before, and I like the work. I enjoy work that requires some physical exertion. You know,
I
um,
I feel like I would like to do plumbing. I just don't know if I can handle being so close to somebody's fucking asshole whenever I'm changing a fucking toilet.
yeah. I mean, I think the hack for that is like taking Vaseline and putting it like under your nose, and then because I've had to do that before, and you literally can't smell anything. You just smell the Vaseline.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be that close to somebody's fucking butthole.
okay, but you'll eat a femboy butt. Okay, gotcha.
You, you're right, but they're not femboys, bro. They're random people I don't fucking know.
um, but yeah, and I gotta be honest, something in the past couple of days that's really kind of shifted my perspective on my job is just how much I've been enjoying like uploading and making content again. Because like we have the podcast, I've been uploading on my personal channel, and I think everyone aspires to, or everyone that is making videos aspires to one day, maybe potentially, if it works out for you, have it be your job. Um, and to be honest, it's not even that necessarily. Like making money from YouTube would be awesome. I think the place I'd love to be in with YouTube, if we ever were able to make money off of YouTube, would be like to make enough to give me the security where I can at least keep the lights on, and then I can work a job that I just enjoy, and rather working a job that I'm forced to because it pays well and that I don't like. Because I feel like I've always, not always, the past couple of years, maybe since I was like 20, I feel like I just need some kind of schedule and routine in my life
I
um
feel that.
to keep myself together. So even like I feel like even if off of YouTube I was making what I make now, which is, bare minimum, um I feel like I would still at the very least keep a part-time job. But I think I may even still try to work full time and do this. Like I just need something um there that I can't get out of. Whereas with YouTube, you could just say, oh, you know what, like, uh, let's just put out a community post. We'll do the podcast next week. Put out a community post, no video today, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Where, sometimes life does get in the way. I'm not to say that, you know, because, something tragic or something like that happens and you had to not do a video that day makes you a bad content creator or a bad person. That's not what I'm saying. But truthfully, I just want to, and it's probably going to be hard. I'd like to find a balance where I can enjoy my job as much as I enjoy making content, Because like at my job right now, I feel like I could. It's just there's certain things, certain people at my job that make it so it's much more
The fucking boomers.
it's much more difficult and a lot less enjoyable than it could be. Um but I would just love, maybe even if I wasn't doing content, I just would like to have a job that I enjoy as much as doing this, Like, but like I said, I'm looking around. I'm looking around. I think I got like 3 applications out right now that are still active, but I'll have to check Indeed and LinkedIn later.
I got a question for you though.
What's up?
So we both know you have been wanting to do what you're currently doing for a while, right?
Yeah.
Would you go back and tell your younger self, being like, yeah, bro, like, fuck this job. I don't think I really want to do it after your encounter with everything right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this would be a good opportunity because I considered myself an amateur in doing it as a hobby, and I was like, this could be a good step to learn more and expand my skill set. And I don't think it's really done that because everything that I do with this job, I was doing on my own anyway. And immediately as I stepped in, the thing that I thought would have been what I had to work on the most, everyone was like you're like doing such a great job. Like this is, amazing what you're doing. Maybe not to that extent, maybe over exaggerating a little bit, but they everyone was telling me, like, even when I would ask for feedback genuinely and I'd be like, hey, could you critique this? They'd be like, there's just nothing to critique. You're doing good. Um, so I think I would have told myself to um just try to pursue being self-employed, doing freelance work, um, instead of doing what I'm doing now. To be honest, because I have to deal with a lot more bullshit than if I just decided to freelance. So yeah, I'd tell my younger self not to even bother applying. Um, to be honest, or apply to a different company that does the same thing because I don't know if I'd get more out of it working for a different company. But
So we both know we have like what, like 3 or 4 local companies that do the same shit you do.
yeah.
Would you say fuck it and just try to apply to like one of the other ones instead of the one you're currently at, or would you just say fuck this in total?
um Honestly, there's other companies that pay more. I would just say fuck this in total because like if I was freelancing, I would have been making much more money, dude. Like probably 60% more at least.
Damn.
Just because freelancing, doing those kinds of things, your time is so much more valuable for what I do. Um, Rather than working for a company and going out and doing it. So yeah, I would have just said fuck it and done it myself. Which I'd still like to do, but brothers, my vehicular device, my transportation is absolutely in shambles. It is like
Oh,
every
bro,
day that I get in, I'm like, today's the day this thing is about to fall apart on me.
that bitch was in shambles whenever we were working at the fucking at security, bro.
Hmm. Yeah, and I gotta try to find my way around. I gotta try to find a way, bro. That's what I gotta do. I gotta find a way because the and I don't want to, I don't want to get too
Because
into.
you've been trying to find like a fucking whip for what, like a couple years now at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just finding one. It's the money
Well,
thing.
not that, but like you've been trying to save up for one is what I meant.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying because it's like every time I'm like, okay, I gotta save. I gotta put some money away. Something fucking happens, dude. We had the fucking circuit board in our furnace go out in back-to-back years, which was $1,000. No, it was like 1,100 each time. I've had to help out the household by, like one of those times I paid the whole thing. Because I'm talking like circuit board for the furnace went out. We had no central air in the middle of the fucking summer. Shit was fucking bad. Um,
Bro had swamp gooch day and night, bro.
yeah. Um, and then like situations with the mortgage and the bills. I mean, everything's been getting fucking more expensive where we live. And by the grace of God, they announced a couple days ago, they're like, we're not going to make it more expensive for you guys to just live next year. So thank God. It would have been nice if they said we're going to make it cheaper. Because literally every other fucking, I won't get into specifics. I won't get into specifics.
And
But it's
I'm
like
not gonna
every
lie,
time that
bro.
I try to save a little bit, like something happens. Like I had a couple hundred that I was sitting on, and I was like, okay, so if I just go a couple lean weeks without, just getting like less groceries, no groceries, just simplifying what I'm doing, fucking like sandwiches, and fucking like water, um, then I can, stack up quickly and try to get like a fucking beater or something. And then fucking Patches went and started fucking acting all
Dying.
weird. Well, not dying. Um, but he started acting weird, and everyone in the house was concerned with what was going on with him. So I took him to the vet, and then the vet was like, "He's fine." So then I was like, "Nice, dude." There goes fucking $300. Um, because we had to take him to a fucking emergency vet because it was on the fucking weekend. Because of course this fucking dog, yeah, I'm talking to you, wants to fucking get sick at the worst possible time. But he's doing better now, which is good. I mean, truthfully, that's all that matters in that situation is that he's doing good.
I feel like bro was low key faking it.
Probably. He just wanted that fucking female veterinarian to put her fucking finger up his ass.
Who wouldn't, bro?
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying once again to save again, but I'm here's to hoping that nothing crazy happens that requires me not to, because I'm helping out with bills, um, in the house as well. I still live at home with my family. So that eats up a little bit. I have my own expenses. I have fucking insurance and all that kind of shit that I got to pay. Um, and then on top of it, like really what it has been for a while is like if I'm not getting groceries, then no one's getting groceries. To be honest, if I can be real with you.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I may be pushing this a little bit too far, right? But like, you're not the fucking homeowner, but you're the homeowner, bro.
I mean, there's some other extenuating circumstances, with other members of the household that have required different people to quote unquote bail out other people here and there. Um, and it's all just kind of fucked everything up. Um, which is why I'm trying to find a new job because I'm just like, I need to make more money. Like, I probably can't, not to say that like I'm gonna die or I'm gonna be homeless. Because I don't think that's the case. Maybe in 2 years that'll be the case. Just with the fucking property costs and all that. Um, but I need to get a new job. Is basically the crux of it. I need to get a job that pays more. So I'm working on that right now.
But yeah, bro. Hopefully, hopefully I can graduate from college soon. Hopefully I can get put up in the trade somewhere, and I'll try to help you get up in this bitch, bro.
Hell yeah. Like that painting, what is it, like God and David, and he's reaching his hand down, you're gonna lift me up. um I want to get your opinion. So, you know who Jake Paul is.
Yes, I
And you know that he's
thoroughly
been
despise that man.
and you know that he's been beating up on the elderly and the disabled for the past couple years to beef up
Yeah.
his boxing record, right? I want you to Google someone. I want you to Google someone named Anthony Joshua.
Okay,
Because
let me open up Brave.
Jake Paul has announced that the boxer he was going to fight, Gervonta Davis, who's 5'5", much smaller than him, but he's like a killer, isn't going to be able to fight. He has some legal problems going on. I think he's being accused of like beating on his girl or something. I can't remember exactly what it is.
Okay.
So he's not going to be able to fight the small guy. So he announced that he is going to be fighting Anthony Joshua, who is significantly bigger than him and a
Yeah,
former world heavyweight champion.
he looks like a fucking beast, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I will say he's kind of on the back half of his career. He's taken a couple losses. I don't think he's holding any belts right now. And this is for Joshua probably like a nice way to make some money on the way out. Um, so maybe you could argue there's an asterisk, but I don't think there really is with this fight. So this may be the first time where if Jake Paul fucks him up, then I'm like, holy shit, this guy's good.
I just don't know if I can ever just support fucking Jake Paul, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm not even saying that I would support him. I'd just be like, okay, he's for real, you know. Um, but
I don't think so.
if you were a betting man, who are you taking in this? Are you taking Jake Paul or are you taking Anthony Joshua?
Probably Anthony, bro. This man looks like he's fucking crazy.
Mm.
Like he looks like he probably matches fucking late game Mike Tyson, bro.
I feel like he was the British Mike Tyson for a while there. He was icing people in his early career. Um, but yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. If this is it's a Netflix thing, so maybe I'll tune in.
I mean, the last time Netflix did a fucking Jake Paul fight or a fucking thing in general, it was so fucking bad, bro. Like,
yeah, but you know, I think I'd still give it a shot. I think I'd still give it a shot.
I'm definitely gonna try to.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Anthony Joshua in this. I don't know what because I've watched some of Joshua's fights and I'm like, this he's gonna knock Jake Paul out. Like he's gonna starch him.
I
Like
mean,
that's
one
what
can
I feel like is
fucking
gonna
hope.
happen. But you know, props to Jake Paul for at least taking on the challenge and not beating up on another fucking elderly dude.
Oh yeah, because his record or his professional record has just been him just fighting fucking old people and geriatrics and disabled people.
Yeah.
It's not the best look for his record.
Yeah. I saw something else come across my timeline this week, and I want to get your opinion on it because I am not a street fella. I am not in the streets. Um, I may know people who, you know, if I needed a certain, you know, uh, a certain thing or two, you know, maybe I almost try to switch up on someone. I'd know how to, you know, acquire one. Um, but and I say that to say, you know, maybe I'm not the person to talk about snitches, you know, and you know, when at a certain point we should just let someone be. But I think, bro, we just gotta let 6ix9ine have that shit, bro. and we just got to leave him
Oh
alone
yeah.
because someone home invaded his house and held his mother hostage with a gun.
Yeah, I'm snitching, bro. Like, if you got a problem with me, you got a problem with me, bro. Don't be bringing my fucking family and shit into this.
Because like obviously he already had his whole thing, you know, he snitched. You know, I think a lot of people have turned around to like, oh, like you mean to tell me these dudes were taking money from me, plotting to fucking kill me in the
Backdoor
background,
my shit.
fucking my baby moms, and then they kidnap me? Oh yeah, no, I'm
Oh yeah.
snitching, you know? And I can imagine there being guys, you know, affiliated people who are like, I'm gonna be the person to get that 6ix9ine motherfucker. Like, just to be able to be like, oh yeah, like I iced that snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck him type shit. I can imagine that, you know, being something that is talked about. But like, when are we just gonna say, you know what, bro? Fucking let him have it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
well, what's even the point of continuing to fucking drag this dude? Like, and I don't mean like dragging him online. Like he's done some, you know, questionable shit. So just drag him for that. But like, when are we gonna stop dragging this fucking like people in the streets having beef with him? It's like, dude, this man was going on drills with people. He was actually about that shit. He put a hit out on someone. I think, you know, we can just let him have this shit. That's just my opinion.
And I just feel like if you're still fucking worried about bro fucking snitching, bro, you got bigger fucking issues to worry about.
Yeah.
That was years ago, bro. Fucking deal with it.
And I'm gonna be honest, bro. 6ix9ine's been doing a lot of talking this past couple months. He's been on a lot of podcasts, and he was on Vlad TV, which is where all those
I
memes are
took
coming
that
from.
shit.
I took that shit. Like, look, EJ almost died in a fucking Chipotle. All that shit has been fucking cracking. I literally watched the podcast twice, like the first 2 days that it was out. Um, and he's doing another one, and Vlad's fucking dishing out fucking dime bags of the fucking podcast clips. Um, well, I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, I wanted to, and you know, this may be something that pisses you off. I wanted to get your opinion on this because I know, like me, you have enjoyed Subnautica.
Mm-hmm.
I
Subnautica.
saw a post from Game Rant Official on Instagram.
Okay.
Subnautica 2 publisher is buying out employee contracts after becoming a quote AI first company.
You want to repeat that? I kind of was not paying
Subnautica 2
attention.
publisher is buying out employee contracts after becoming an AI first company.
Oh.
Now, this is the publisher, not the developer. So there is a difference there. I don't know if it's developed in house and this is really going to
Yeah,
affect the
but
development.
I don't. I don't know if I can really rock with that.
Yeah. If you're getting rid of jobs to replace them with AI, I don't think I can really get behind that at all.
Because the publisher was the same people that were fucking taking like quarter mil contracts, right? Like a few months back, or was that like a different person or different
I don't
thing
remember
going on?
hearing about that, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, like they were like they were like refusing to pay like hella
Mm,
bread to people. AI needs to be fucking stopped, bro. AI is such an issue.
mm,
And I feel like if you don't think AI is an issue, you're a part of the problem.
yeah. I mean, it's part of the reasons why trades have been becoming more attractive because you're not going to find an AI that's going to be able to change the faucet on your sink that's going to be able to like put in a new toilet, you know.
Yeah, your fucking Tesla robot ain't gonna be able to install a new pipe. And I back on the fucking trades topic though. Like I feel like the trades is just a dying thing, bro. And I feel like there needs to be people from like our generation to just step up and
Mm.
be like,
I mean,
maybe this is what we need to do.
I've seen some union numbers. I've talked to some union people. There's definitely a lot of people that are aging out, and they're aging out faster than they're coming in. From what I understand. Um, which you hate to say it, it might make the trades more expensive because they're gonna have so few people that they might have to price some people out a little bit just so they can handle things, at the pace that they're able to.
And I feel like that's where we gotta come in
Mm-hmm.
and just try to get in that bitch like as soon as we possibly can. And I I just feel like since the trades are dying, like you'll have people like us like willing to do the work, and then we'll just come in there once we're old enough to like start like an LLC or fuck our own business up type shit, just casually go bankrupt because we're fucking horrible. Um that's whenever like we can just like start like hiring people, like helping people like come into the trade, start training them and shit like that, do like our own apprenticeship program or whatever the fuck we can do, and just hopefully fucking help the trades become just fucking better.
I think now's a good time, sir. I want to transition into some Reddit.
Of course.
I want to start off the day. There's going to be nothing bad today, nothing disgusting. So don't worry.
Thank God.
I want to start off with a confession. This is from r/confessions 10 months ago. And at the end of this, I want you to give me a W or L person take on this. I've manipulated my husband by strategically sleeping with him for more than 20 years. I've been married for going on 30 years. Many, many years ago, I realized that on the weekends, if I got up in the morning and did whatever I needed to do, made breakfast, took care of kids, cleaned, etc., my husband would just stay in bed all day and watch TV. If I wanted to take the kids somewhere, suggested we go shopping or hiking or hang out with friends or literally anything, my husband would say he's worked hard all week and just wants to relax. So we'd do nothing all weekend long. But if I started the morning by sleeping with him, shortly after we're done, he'd get up and take a shower and be ready to go conquer the world. So if I want to if I want to have a lazy day at home, I get up and do whatever I want. But if I want to go do something, I sleep with him first thing in the morning. I know I'm intentionally manipulating him, and I don't actually care because I feel like he's getting what he wants, and so am I.
Uh, first off, I kind of thought Shorty was gonna be a fucking L for manipulating mans, but honestly,
Kind of a
like
W wife.
kind of a WY. Bro's getting put early in the fucking morning. He's out here getting busy with his fucking life, bro.
Oh yeah. Would you get up and
I feel like if I got a little bit of put in the morning too, bro, I'd be fucking motivated.
yeah, if your wife wanted to go to the mall and you've worked like overtime all week, if she woke you up with a little bit of, a little bit of top, would you be like, you know what, let's go to the mall?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, I think, you know what, we've talked about some degenerates, we've talked about some, people that are just delusional, don't know what the fuck they're doing, don't know how to communicate with people. This has got to be the best person we've read a story from.
But yeah,
W
she's
wife.
absolutely fantastic.
Yes. All right. This one, sir. Obviously, we started with the short one. This is from, we haven't done this in a while, r/am I the asshole? So we know the deal. Afterwards, we're going to discuss who's the asshole in the situation. Am I the asshole for telling my extended family how many men, roughly, my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin?
No. Already, no. I would have done the same fucking shit, bro.
All right. We had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my eldest sister, 29, younger sister, 24, and a youngest brother, 22. Extended family. Wait. Oh, extended family attended our family dinner. So all of our significant others, cousins, aunts, uncles, etc. During the dinner, my elder sister and youngest brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across very aggressive out of frustration and losing said argument. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin." My brother hadn't done any personal attacks up until that point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it might have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk. Anyway, I immediately told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin, and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me, as my bro definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and that since everyone in the family knows this, it's not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this amazingly. I genuinely
That's tough.
assumed he must have known. He left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past. Family is blaming me for their marital problems. I refuse to accept I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine.
Oh yeah, nope. Shorty did everything fucking right, bro.
Yeah. Reddit's ruling was that everyone sucks in this situation. I don't think uh this
No,
poster sucks.
I think she did the right fucking thing. If bro didn't attack you personally, why are you fucking just
Yeah,
being
why are you
upset about
taking it to that level?
it? Just because you're a fucking slut doesn't mean anything, bro. Just
Plus it's the fact that this is someone with confidence issues. Family is like the one group of people that I think most people feel comfortable around, where they can be themselves. And if you're going to make fun of him in front of his family, like, you're taking away like his safe space.
mhm.
Like,
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that the fucking shorty that was being a cunt. I kind of hope that her and her fucking husband got a divorce, bro.
yeah, I mean, you can hope. I mean, it's definitely crazy that she was trying to escape her past with that. And I feel like that's a big thing these days too, where, you know, a lot of people, aren't necessarily super keen on wifing or husbanding um anyone that has had a really extensive past. Um
hmm
which, to
Like,
each
like,
their own.
like, like, you definitely can't expect somebody to just absolutely love you whenever you've had like an OnlyFans or you've been ran through like fucking Bonnie Blue, bruh.
Oh my god, you just reminded me. Thank you, dude. Bonnie Blue announced, I don't know if she's already done it, but she announced like a week and a half ago, I think, that she's gonna do 2,000 men in one day.
Yeah, you was telling me about that.
What the
It's
fuck, dude?
that's deplorable. No wonder why she got banned from OnlyFans.
I'd feel less than human if I slept with 2,000 women in one day. If I slept with like 20 girls in one day, I'd be like, I'm the fucking worst person alive. Like,
I feel like we all know I don't be getting Johns like that, but if I slept with like five, I would have been like, I'm a I'm a disgusting human being.
Someone in the comments said, "I'll never understand why people with bigger skeletons try going after others."
Mm,
Yeah, God, I just and like with family, why are you gonna try to take it to that level with family where you're like, oh, I know this about this person, so I'm just gonna say it? Where it's like, these people know everything about your life. These
yeah,
aren't the kinds of people you want to try to take it to that level with. If it's a
because
stranger, that's one thing.
once you're an adult, you tell your fucking family everything, bro.
Yeah.
You don't usually try to keep secrets.
Mm-hmm. And you got to think like, let's assume there's these kids were all community college, right? They probably all went to the same school and maybe they heard stories about other fucking siblings, that were doing things. And yeah. And
You
I
don't
love the
usually keep shit a secret from your family. Like once you probably like get in like your fucking 20s,
yeah.
yeah, it's still weird. Like if you're like 18 or 19, being like, oh yeah, bro, like telling your mom like you was eating ass for the fucking first time or something.
Yeah, I also love the
But like once you're in your 20s, like you'll tell your mom like, oh yeah, bro, I was digging in this bitch, bro. And she'll just look at you like, what the actual fuck?
I love the inclusion that she's a mean drunk, which just goes back to what I've said before about like I refuse to deal with drunk people, but dude.
Mm,
If you're the kind of
I
person
mean,
that enjoys getting drunk, like I don't like being around drunk people, just as a rule of thumb.
I mean, I feel like I like to get fucked up every now and then. It's not like a nightly thing. Like I
Hmm.
feel like if I feel like I get fucked up, I feel like I fucking deserved it.
Like I need this.
Yeah, bro. Literally, like one day, like I came back from fucking school or something. I fucking cracked open some fucking Johnny Walker, bro. I was like, I fucking need this right now, bro. Like it's been a fucking day and a half.
Yeah, I guess if I got more specific, just to be less general, if you're gonna be drunk, I need you to take accountability for what you're doing when you're drunk.
Mm,
If you do fucked up shit and say fucked up shit when you're drunk, then you're just gonna be like, oh, bro, I was drunk. Like, dude, that's not a fucking excuse.
there's no excuse to not take it accountability.
Hmm.
With a certain someone in our friend group,
Yeah.
he's like,
um. But yeah, definitely the sister I think was the asshole in the situation. I think
oh
OP
yeah,
is fine. I wouldn't be worried about being the asshole. Um,
yeah,
this
no, your sister is definitely the person in the wrong in this situation.
Yeah, I have an interesting one for you. This is from r/slash am I overreacting, but we have conversation screenshots in addition to the story.
God damn. Okay.
So how would you want to do this? You want to read the story first and then talk about our thoughts and then read the screenshots after? Or do you want to do story straight into
Yeah,
screenshots?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Read the story. Do our little conversation, then we'll do screenshots, and then we'll talk about how we feel afterwards.
All right. Am I overreacting? My reply to my mom who wants to stop my leukemia treatment so my sister can afford university. Hello. Using a burner account because I don't want you guys seeing all my private posts and photos related to my shit situation. I have leukemia. It's been a few months since I started treatment and it's been rough, but I'm still fighting. Yesterday, my mom texted me basically saying she can't afford both my treatment and my sister's future. My sister wants to go to Dartmouth, which
The fuck is Dartmouth, bro?
it's
Is
it's
that
like
like
a
a
very
like?
prestigious, like expensive school.
Oh,
Think like
gotcha,
Ivy
gotcha,
League, I think. Um,
gotcha.
she even quoted a super fucked up Bible verse about sacrifice, John 15:13, and said that Greater love is laying down one's life for someone else. That is the most fucked thing to say to someone with cancer. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's pretty fucking brutal.
Then she said I should be practical because my condition is worsening, and that I should
Jesus
consider
fucking Christ.
sacrificing myself for my sister's dreams. What really broke me was that she said realistically, she's the one who will choose where the money goes. She also mentioned she talked to Jesus about it, and that's why she sent me the message.
That's not very Christian. It's not very fucking Christian like Shorty. I'll fucking tell you that.
A few months ago, she had me sign a contract about financial stuff for medical security to repay her when I got better. I low-key thought it was a joke at first, but realized no, it's not. It's fucked up is what it is. She's always prioritized my sister, but this is unreal. Am I overreacting, or is this as fucked up as it feels?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I really hope, like, I don't know whenever that was posted.
1 month ago.
I really hope Shorty's fucking getting better. I hope all the fucking worst for her mom, bro. Like that is something fucking very, very sad to fucking tell somebody, especially
Yeah.
going through that sort of situation. Um, you're not getting into fucking heaven, Shorty. You're not. I don't give a fuck how many conversations with Jesus you have. If you treat your dying daughter like she's a fucking burden because you want your other fucking daughter to go to Dartmouth, bro, kill yourself.
Yeah. I'm looking through the replies to see if there is any kind of follow up. The poster responded to a comment asking about their age. This person is 19.
Yeah, that I hope all the fucking best for her, bro. Like that is very upsetting to fucking hear that the mom is just such a piece of shit.
Yeah. This is one of those situations where I hope they've had some other family members, like an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent who's been more supportive of them and kind of like acknowledges like that the mother's doing some fucked up shit. Because I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine going through that, feeling like you're completely alone, because that would fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the fucking be practical because my condition is worsening is fucking outrageous.
Like choosing your other daughter's education over your fucking daughter with cancer possibly surviving is very fucked up.
Yeah. Let me see what this says. Someone said start a GoFundMe and talk to your doctors or a hospital social worker about this. And they said, I do plan on talking with someone at the hospital. I'm mostly just shook right now. I was raised not to beg, so that's not something I'm sure about. Being raised not to beg and then your family refusing to give you help is kind of insane. Like, how dare you ask me to fucking support you through this? Like, what the fuck? Because I
Because
get
I'm
like
not gonna
begging for something or asking for something can be uncomfortable, but Jesus Christ.
because I was kind of raised the same because I feel like I'm just a fucking burden to anybody asking for like fucking $5, bro. Like I couldn't imagine being raised like that and then being like, oh yeah, bro, like I financially need help for my fucking leukemia treatments.
Yeah.
And then just like the one parent that should be there all the time just isn't, and you're just dealing with that basically alone.
Yeah. Because it's not like this is someone that's like just gotten into their 30s, has savings they can pull from, but their family was like trying to support them. Like, this is a kid. This was someone that probably like in some cases maybe they haven't even had a job yet. Like, you know.
Like that's basically something that like they don't have like any income to help them,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just being like, oh yeah, bro, like let your sister go to fucking Harvard, bro.
Yeah.
No, no, you're a piece of shit. You're going to hell. Rest in piss.
Yeah. I can't find an update on how they're doing, but hopefully they're doing well. Let's get into these
Yeah.
screenshots. Uh, this is gonna be okay. So we're gonna be from the mom's perspective for a while, and then I'll let you know once we're from the poster's perspective.
Yeah, all good.
My love, I think it's very important to be rational and seriously consider what I brought up. John 15:13. Greater love has no Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. This also applies to family, my love. Your sister desperately wants to go to Dartmouth. I cannot afford your treatment and her future. With the news we received, it's really time to be practical, my love. You need to take your time with it, but please understand that I'm not perfect and I'm not prioritizing her over you. It's just the reality that you're worsening, and there's a high likelihood that continually draining our funds towards this end goal is a fool's errand because there is really nothing more to be done. Sacrificing her dreams is something you have. There's sacrificing her dreams is something that you have to consider. I hope you come
Uh,
around. Go
sorry,
ahead.
sorry to cut you off, but it kind of sounds like you're prioritizing
Yeah,
your other fucking daughter. You can say that's not what you're doing all you want. That's what you're doing.
yeah. I promise I'm not prioritizing her. I just want you to literally lay down your life for her. Like, okay.
I want you to die so I have money to fucking send your sister to college.
Yeah.
No, you're prioritizing one kid. You clearly have a favorite child,
I hope you come
and it's
around.
not the one fucking dying.
I hope you come around and understand. Realistically, I'm the one who will choose, but it's vitally important you understand my reasoning. I would rather have I would have rather told you this in person, but since you're not answering your phone or home, I spoke to Jesus instead and he told me to write you this. And then this is from the poster. This is why you had me update my life insurance policy. Is
Damn.
this why you've been pushing scheduling my follow-ups? I'm not gone. I have dreams. I have goals. I'm only 1 year older than Michaela. Why is she priority over me? I can still beat this. I just don't understand why you're all giving up. I've only been in treatment for a few months. I can win, and I'll spend the rest of my life paying you back like I promised and agreed to with the contract you had me sign. I just don't fucking understand this. I'm not going to fucking smile and say, okay, yeah, kill me for my sister. And that's the end of the screenshots.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even if I signed that contract and my mom was like, "Oh yeah, like you're dying for your sister's college fund," I'm not fucking paying you back, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that contract. Fuck everything you stood for, bro. You don't deserve it.
Which also, saving someone's life and then being like, oh, don't worry, you can pay me back later. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, dude.
I feel like as a parent, that should be your number one concern is either having the money or trying to find the money to help your dying child.
Mm,
Like that should be your one responsibility. And you're not like you're a shitty parent in reality. You're a horrible person, you're a horrible parent. You should have never had kids.
yeah. I mean, I feel like the thing that's amazing about having children is being able to pour love onto them. But this idea of withholding it from one to give it to another is just absolutely fucked.
Yeah, they that mom needs to get her fucking life in order real damn fast.
Yeah. I think there's more than just this she needs to talk to Jesus about.
Oh yeah.
I know it's not.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I know it's not. Am I the asshole? But she's definitely a fucking asshole.
Yeah, she's definitely need to get her fucking life in check.
Mm.
You're such a fucking horrible person.
I want to find another or a couple more. I'm just.
Yeah, all good.
Oh, okay. I got a confession for you
Ooh, okay.
from 4 years ago. My girlfriend is disabled slash in a wheelchair. She doesn't actually need my help in the bathroom. We're just going together so she can suck my dick. That's basically it. When in
Bro's
public
dumping him.
spaces, when in public spaces, she likes to give stealth blowjobs. But when it's too busy for that, we go to the accessibility washrooms together and do it there. Everyone assumes I'm helping her do her business. She doesn't actually need help. She just wants a hearty load.
A hearty load is diabolical, bro.
Mm. Yeah, there's an edit, but it looks like he's just updating about like some weather shit that was going on. Is why I wasn't responding. Steam Core in the comments said, "Found sounds like you found some Hot Wheels." Someone said Meals on Wheels. Yeah, that is a dope relationship they got going on right there.
Oh yeah, bro. Can't even be fucking mad about it. At least he's getting fucking play, bro.
Mm.
At least he's getting something I'm fucking not.
Well, would you like to talk about someone else getting some play that I think might be very deserved?
Sure.
Another confession. Account name. I think it was made for this story. It's the account name is I think I'm a good brother.
Okay.
This one, I want you to give me your take right at the beginning after I read you the title. I hired an escort for my brother with Down syndrome last month. I don't regret it, and he still smiles about it.
She's goated sister.
It might be a brother because the account says I think I'm a good brother.
Goated fucking family, bro.
All right. I'm 30, and my little brother is 24. He's honestly the best brother I could have asked for. I still remember the day he was born and holding my newborn baby brother when I was a kid. As we grew up, I always knew he was different, but he's my brother and I love him, and I wouldn't change him. He's honestly one of my best friends, and having a brother with Down syndrome, especially one like him, has made me a better person. Last month, my parents went out of town for a few days and they asked if I'd stay with my brother and take care of the house. While he might have Down syndrome, he's not entirely helpless. He just can't really be on his own like that. So, of course, I agreed and brought my PS5 over and some games, snacks, and beers. I called out of work for a few days and figured we'd have some fun just like when we were kids. We were having a great time and we were talking the first day while taking turns playing Elden Ring, and my bro started the game and got to the part where my bro started the game and got to the part where the guy calls you maidenless. And I said something like, "Ooh, he called you maidenless, bro. Damn." And my brother got super sad looking. And I asked him what was wrong, and he said, "I am maidenless. I'll never have a
Damn.
girlfriend." So we talked about that for a bit, and he was actually feeling super depressed because he's never had a girlfriend. and didn't think he ever would. We kind of talked it out, and he was really sad, and I decided, fuck it, we can find him a girl. I called a couple people I knew who were into that sort of thing to see if they knew anyone. Well, one of my buddies
They
had a
into that fucking
number.
Streetwalker content.
Well, one of my buddies had a number of this girl, so I gave her a call. She was actually super sweet and understanding about the situation and said she'd be glad to show my brother a good time for her usual rate. She had a cousin with Down syndrome, so she was very sympathetic. I told my brother I'd pay a girl to come over and show him fun on the condition that our parents will die without knowing I hired a prostitute to come to their house. He agreed. So I made plan.
Sorry to cut you off, but with Shorty having a cousin that's got Downs, bro, I kind of hope they together by the end of it, bro.
Assuming they were the same age, I was like, is this gonna turn into like she brings her cousin for the brother, and then she sleeps with the dude they called? So I made plans for her to come over and got my brother shaved and showered for his date. She showed up dressed super nice. She was also super hot. I'm no chef, but I had picked up some food from Olive Garden for them. She was genuinely a nice person and was really good with him, and I just left them to do their thing while I played the PlayStation in the living room. Eventually, they passed by going upstairs to his room. I put my headphones on and kept playing. Eventually, they came back down and both had big smiles on their faces. She hung out with us
Bro,
for.
in that work.
She hung out with us a bit, but then it was time for her to go. I handed her the cash plus some extra as a bonus. She said my brother was a sweetheart and that I was a good brother to do something like that for him and that she had a good time. She handed me half the cash back. Eventually, my parents came back and thankfully are none the wiser, as especially my mother would probably kill me. My brother is super appreciative and said it was the most fun he'd ever have. I have no regrets.
Oh yeah.
This has to be cool guy of the week. this is brother of the. I know this was 4 years ago. This is brother of the year material right here. Someone said he talks about it and you're not getting the hint. Apparently, one of you is a little slow and it isn't your brother. LOL. He's like, hey, we should do that again.
Maybe I need to hit Shorty up.
Yeah, I think there's a special case she could help out with you.
Oh yeah.
This might be a special case as well, sir. We'll finish with one last confession. I let a woman DoorDash my cock.
The fuck?
I, 21 male, drive DoorDash from time to time just for fun. Yesterday I was dashing and I gave this gorgeous woman her food and she gave me a cash tip. It was a pretty big order and it looked like a party. Anytime I get a cash tip, I always text them from the DoorDash number thing it gives you just to say thank you. So I texted her, hey, thank you so much for the cash tip. Hope you enjoy your party. Nothing crazy. I'm not trying to get fired. She responds and says, oh, thank you so much. You were really cute. Feel free to come party when you're done. And I gave her my personal number, so I text her number and I tell her I had plans later, but would have loved to. Later that night, and I mean way later, like 1 a.m., I get a text from her. It says, everyone left, would love to place an order for you. I've never left so fast in my life. I sped over to her place and we had the most amazing sex I've ever had in my life. I love older women. Hopefully, I'll see her again.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of jealous on this one.
I feel like I was a DoorDashing, bro.
Everybody getting played but me, bro.
Yeah, so this must have been like a cougar kind of situation. If he's saying he loves older women.
I'm probably not like a cougar situation. Probably more like
Maybe
a
like in her
MILF
30s.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about the never left so fast in my life line.
I'm telling you, bro. Everybody getting played but me, bro. I feel cheated in life.
Why do you think it is that you just
I don't get
don't get
play.
play? Yeah,
I don't leave the crib. That's why.
don't leave the crib. Well, as evidenced by the story before this, you may not have to. You know what you should
I
do?
feel like I got to, gang.
You should just start looking out of the window whenever you get stuff delivered. And if it's a woman, just message them and be like, "Can I place an order for you?"
Yeah, I'm going to
I'm sure
jail.
that'll go over well.
I'm pretty sure HR would be at my crib and there ain't even a fucking HR, bro. It would be
Yeah.
the fucking police.
I mean, if you
I'd
were
be put on
dashing
some
and
sort of fucking watch list, bro.
if you were dashing, would you consider sleeping with someone if like this happened to you where they're like, "Hey, give me your number," and then they ended up being like, "Yo, like, want to come over?"
I'd do it.
You do it. You wouldn't have any reservations about like what if they're gonna try to fucking stab me in the neck or drug me
No, I
or
don't give a fuck, bro. As long as I get just a little bit of action, bro, they can fucking steal my kidney if they fucking want, bro.
I like the idea that you get kidnapped by a female serial killer and she's giving you her whole backstory, monologuing about how she hates men and that she's going to enjoy what she's about to do to you. And you're sitting there, but instead of begging for your life, you're like, at least suck me off first. At least tug it a little.
At least give me a little bit of a hand job first. Doesn't matter what it is. You can just use 2 fingers for all I give a fuck. Come on.
Can this war story have a happy ending? Oh, man.
At least let me crank one out before I go.
But yeah, much more lighthearted. Well, I mean, except for the leukemia one, but much more lighthearted than our previous stories. I didn't want to do back-to-back disgusting stories. It'll definitely be a while before we do the degeneracy again.
Yeah. Fuck that leukemia story, bro. I hope all the
Yeah.
fucking best for her, though.
Yeah, that kind of shit blows my mind because I've known, and it's hard to tell now that you're an adult when you look back on people that you knew when you were younger. It's hard to tell, like when a kid is telling you something, if they're being truthful of the situation or if they're kind of trying to play the victim card, saying like their family is like doesn't love them, isn't listening to them, isn't paying attention to them or whatever. Um, but not having your family there for you when you need them is very fucked.
Yeah. Like, especially, like, the one person that should always be there for you just not fucking being there is just sad.
Yeah. I feel like it might be too Hallmark movie E or too like Hollywood, but like I was saying before, like when we were reading the story, I hope there's someone in their life that is at least there for them. That is like aware of the situation and can kind of be an outlet for them because if they're just truly on their own, then I mean that's got to suck. So, wishing the best for that person and hopefully their treatment has gone well. Yeah, they're definitely in my thoughts after reading that.
Definitely, because that was like a really recent story. I hope all the best. I hope they get well.
Yeah.
Nobody, especially at such a young age, should be needing to go through such a horrible experience.
Yeah, and I mean, we're a couple years older than them, but I still consider us young, and we've recently gone through our own horrible experience.
I'm fucking middle aged, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Would you want to talk about our experience, our 1 hour that we played of Tarkov 1.0?
That shit was fucking horrible. That shit was traumatizing. That shit was horrible.
Yeah, I
That
gotta
made me
say.
sad.
I gotta say, I fuck with the story quest idea. The tutorial thing was cool, although I'm like, maybe I'm just traumatized by the fact that I couldn't complete the tutorial for Injustice 2. But
Apparently now, they updated the tutorial. You don't get to keep everything. Like you get like 2.5 mil, a LEDX, and a fucking GPU, and I think that's really it.
goddamn, where's my 2.5 mil, bro?
Hey, bro, we completed it on fucking day one. We don't get that.
God damn it. What was I even saying? I forgot.
Something about your tutorial on a
Oh,
Injustice.
yeah. Maybe it's because I'm traumatized by Injustice, but I feel like there needs to be more ways for the game to detect that I've literally played before and be like, hey, these are the rewards that you would get by completing the tutorial. You can complete it, or we're going to give you, because you played before, the option to skip the tutorial and just get the rewards. Because I mean, it's not like the tutorial was long. It's not like it took a lot of my time, but like, it's like you get the new Assassin's
No,
Creed game, and the first mission is always like them teaching you how to use all your shit, and it's like I've played this fucking franchise before, dude.
yeah. I feel like any game like that is just here you go. Like here's a tutorial, and you're like, I've literally played like for 4 wipes, bro. I don't know what you want from me.
Mm.
I know basically everything about the game. I guess that tutorial was there for fucking story reasons, because they did give you like a little cutscene before all that, and that is probably like my only thing is it was there for stories.
Yeah, which the fucking story, like opening cutscene, is fucking immaculate. Like all their
Oh yeah,
cutscenes, the talking to the traders, like I love all of that's all been super dope.
they fucked my boy Skier up, bro. They did him fucking dirty.
Yeah, bro looks so fucking chopped, dude. Like, oh my god,
Like
he
it's
does he
so
did. It's not
fucking
like he
bad.
looked that ugly, like in his little picture before, but they just did him dirty as fuck, dude. Which I want to
Li-
show you something because we're
like
talking about
why did
chopped.
he need to be an additional 200 pounds?
Literally. Like I know the holidays are coming up, but come on. I want to show you something. I don't know if you've seen this floating around, but some people went digging in the game files. They found an early version of Proper. I dropped it into banter.
No, that is not proper. I don't know what you're talking about. That is from fucking Stalker, brother.
Have I been fucking duped?
You've been lied to.
What the fuck, dude? Stalker ripped off Proper, dude?
You have been fucking lied to.
God damn it, man.
Uh, since I'm not fucking getting bodied right now, let me pull up my Gamma stream. I'll show you. I'll show you. You can continue on what you were talking about.
I mean I'm gonna give Tarkov another shot. I love Tarkov, right? And you know, we have the PvE versions of it. And I do kind of enjoy the PvP version or PvE version of Tarkov as well. Um, I would really like to play more PvP this year. Um, but we get through the tutorial, we get into the missions. Our first mission, I swear to God, it had to have been like story or like bot mission because there was just no one in there. And then the second thing we go to do, we hop in ground zero and we both just get one tapped. And I was like, okay,
Yeah,
dude. I
by
was like,
somebody
okay, dude.
we're pretty sure that was cheating.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but
I'm gonna fucking say that, bro.
but yeah, that was a little
Check
bit
banter.
that was a little bit rough for sure. Oh, okay, dude. Fuck these people on goddamn fucking Reddit, dude. I was over here
You were
thinking that
playing
was
him.
actually proper. Fuck off, dude.
Nope.
Well, god damn it.
You were just lied to. You were duped. He's from I think like the first soccer game, but he might be in like all of them
Mm,
besides two. He might be in soccer too. I don't fucking know, but I haven't really played soccer too like that.
yeah. I mean, the people have obviously been complaining
I
about
can't.
Tarkov.
As somebody that knows fucking like AI and shit, bro, I'm surprised you fell for that as easily as you did.
Well, it's not an AI image.
I know, but like I'm surprised like you didn't like fucking like fact check that.
Well, it looks like proper.
No, it doesn't.
It does, dude. Well, this is my thing with how chopped Skier looked. I was like, oh, 100% this is proper, dude. They fucked him up. Because
Oh,
even Therapist looks
gotcha.
fucking butter. So I was like, oh, like, of course they went and fucking ruined proper.
Yeah, bro. The fucking therapist is chuzz, bro. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what anybody says.
But, people have had their complaints with 1.0, and I think largely it's the, queue times, which, I mean, at a certain point, it's my same thing with Call of Duty where I'm like, when are we just going to be like, oh yeah, it's early Tarkov. This is just the thing. Like the bitching and the moaning kind of annoys me after a little while. Where I'm like, every wipe, this is a problem. Like, yeah, it's annoying, but when are we just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's just them being them, whatever. Like I'm just gonna wait like a week and then it'll be fine. Um, I haven't watched Pesley's first impressions video yet. I'm probably going to
I'm
not
not
tonight,
gonna
but
lie. It shouldn't fucking take them a week to be like, oh yeah, like this is how it should be. Because if it takes them a week, bro, it shouldn't be in 1.0.
yeah,
The game has been in beta for 7 years. At this point, it should be almost fucking perfect, and it's not.
yeah. To your credit, I will say this: if it was just, oh my god, we had such an influx of players, um, like we were a little underprepared for this, but we're gonna fix it. Give us a week, I'd be fine with it. But I don't think Tarkov really has any new players with this wipe. It's just mainly returning players, from what I understand. And I saw a
I mean,
tweet
they
from Nikita
probably
where he said
have.
that he's adding more server space to the servers, like they're buying additional servers. And that to me was like, why wouldn't you guys like? Because this is my thing, and I don't know how expensive it is to have servers. Maybe it's like really fucking expensive, but if your server capacity as it is already, maybe you have like 15% headroom left, why wouldn't you prefer to have like 30 or 40% headroom to be prepared for an increase like that? Is my thing. That's where I'm like you were saying, like, what are we doing here?
I'm not gonna lie, they probably do have a lot of new players because 1.0 was released with the Steam update. So they probably have a whole bunch of new players. It's just that the game isn't built to have that many people.
Mm. Yeah, I mean they have like 30K on Steam, and I mean, because I just don't know how many people play Tarkov. Like, is it like 80K? Would there be like 50K in the fucking in the thing?
There's probably got to be like at least a couple 100,000 people that play Tarkov like in total. Because I definitely think you're underestimating like how many people have actually bought Tarkov and only use the BattleNet launcher or the
The
Battlestate launcher.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is a couple 100,000. I don't know if Tarkov's that popular because I forget which
It's
streamer.
incredibly popular.
Well, I forget what streamer it was that said it yesterday, but it kind of is how I feel about it. Where I feel like Tarkov's the game that everyone watches but no one plays. So like maybe a lot of people own the game, but how many people are getting on? Because on Steam, It peaked at 47. As of like a couple hours ago, they were at like 34. Um, which I mean is a lot of players. That's all like their all-time peak is almost surpassing fucking Call of Duty. um,
That's not very surprising, bro. COD this year is just deplorable.
yeah,
I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's not the best.
yeah. I mean, as the person who is the COD fan and is the person who's played Black Ops 7, I think I've done good at not making the whole episode about Call of Duty so far, and we're approaching the end. So I think this is the time where I'll go on my little spiel about Call of Duty. Um, Obviously, everyone has seen it. The campaign is awful, and for me, it's
You should stream the
completely.
campaign.
You said I should stream it.
Yeah, you should stream the campaign and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, maybe I'll torture myself live. But to me, the campaign in Call of Duty being bad is completely unacceptable. It's one thing if there's a character decision, they kill off a character and people are upset with it. That's one thing. That's, a narrative issue potentially, but it could just be people being upset because they like the character, obviously. But for it to be underproduced, like slapped together, not at all what Call of Duty is. Like they're trying to be like it's like a roguelike campaign, open world, they have bosses. Like this isn't at all what Call of Duty is. And I think like what was their thought process? Or were they trying to bring a unique new experience with it where it's like, dude, people play your game. It's the same conversation we have with every single shooter. People play your game because your game is different. People play your game for what it brings to the table. And for me, and believe it was the same for you. For me, when I was a kid, I get the new game, I'm playing the campaign. The campaign's what I'm here for. The multiplayer, the extra modes, like that's all just like added on top. I like playing the story. And I feel like the story, if it's good, if we have an iconic campaign like COD 4, like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, if the story's good, it not only gets me attached to the characters, but it gets me attached to the franchise, the brand, and the game.
Yeah.
And I will take my enjoyment from the campaign forward onto the other modes. And the past, what? The campaign for Modern Warfare 2 2022 was good. I enjoyed it. It was not the best. It's probably like C tier for me on campaigns. So I'd say probably since Modern Warfare 3, we've had bad campaigns. And I didn't play Black Ops 6, so maybe it was good, maybe it was bad. I didn't experience it. But like, when are they gonna realize that if there's nothing for these players to feel invested in, then there's nothing that's going to keep them there long term?
Yeah.
Like, when I think about these older games, and maybe for people that just have never played the campaigns, it's different. A big part of what brings me back to Plutonium to play Black Ops 2 is my memories of the campaign. It's the memories of the universe that game created. And playing the multiplayer, playing the zombies is me entering that universe a little bit, and getting to relive it. And when I think about Modern Warfare 3, when I think about the campaign for this game, like years down the line, is there going to be anything that brings people back to these games? I don't think so. And I think they're kind of losing that longevity of the brand name that it used to have, where even in the big 2.5, if you say COD 4, Black Ops, those hold weight. But if you say Black Ops 7, if you say Cold War, if you say Vanguard, it doesn't hold as much weight. Like, and granted, you're talking about a brand that from COD 4 to Modern Warfare 3 was just 10 for 10 from half court. Just banger after banger after banger. And maybe you could argue like it's not sustainable to have that, which fair. I do think a lot of it is as professionals because I've experienced it in my own career as well. The people that were a part of developing the game back in the day in the prime that have left, you do reach a certain point where creatively you want to explore different things. You want to build different things. Building the same thing over and over again when it's such a field that is based on creativity and imagination can get old and it can feel really stale. So I get wanting to express yourself creatively in different ways on different projects. Um, so maybe it's a talent acquisition issue. Maybe they're not bringing in the right people. Like that could also be the big problem here. Because I think I talked about it to you this week. Like whoever was the director of that campaign, whoever wrote that campaign should be fired. They should never touch another campaign ever. Because I think in other
I
years. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I hate to say it. This campaign is so immemorable, but it's gonna be fucking remembered for years. Like it's horrible,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be fucking remembered as the worst fucking um a campaign.
Mm-hmm. You've turned your brand into a meme, and it's going to take a long time to change people's opinion about it.
Yeah.
Because for the rest of time, until you prove yourself, unless you redeem yourself, all your mentions, all your replies are going to be screenshots of this fuck ass campaign that you tried to serve people. And whenever you talk about like, oh, this year we're bringing a unique experience, we're getting back to the roots, people are going to be like, okay, yeah, sure you are. You're going to have to knock this out of the park now. Because I think with Modern Warfare 3, with it being a rushed short campaign, at the end of the day, the quality of the campaign, like fidelity wise, was great. The cutscenes looked amazing. That's one thing that I'll give Infinity Ward credit. 2019, 2022, and 2023 all looked great. They were beautiful games. I loved playing those campaigns. I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit.
I like it's so immemorable. Like it's gonna be forgotten. I know I'm not explaining it well.
Like they're
Like
not
it,
going to remember anything that was good about it. They're going to only remember the things that were bad about it.
yeah. And then it's just the fact that like they're coasting like they're continuing to coast off of what BO2 was.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, bro, like we're going back to the roots. It's going to be an all new campaign. It's going to be just like BO2." It's horrible, bro.
Mm.
Like actually, what were you guys thinking whenever you made this campaign?
Yeah. I mean, their thought had to be, and I think it's what I said on, it might have been patch notes, it might have been this podcast. I think we're seeing a lot of companies across all of corporate as a whole. I think we're seeing companies trying to attack their competition by entering their market and trying to take market share away from their competition. And I think this was them saying, well, how can we attract people and bring them over to our game that are fans of like Black Myth Wukong, of Dark Souls, of Final Fantasy, and have these kinds of bosses that multiple people can cooperatively take down. And this is what they need to understand. It's not that the genre, it's not that that style of game, in my opinion, is necessarily popular. It's that Dark Souls is popular. What they do, people like. It's that what I forget the developer, the team that made Black Myth Wukong. People like how that team did it. People like how Final Fantasy does it. People aren't gonna necessarily be open to what you can bring to the table when you do it because they don't know you as the people that do that. It would
And
be.
on the
Oh,
and
sorry.
on
Go
the
ahead.
topic of like Dark Soul or Souls like games, a lot of them are fucking horrible. A lot of like the people that do like Metroidvanias, a lot of the people that do like Souls likes, a lot of them are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because they can't capture what Dark Souls does or what fucking Metroid did or anything like that. It's like they execute it very poorly, and with people that try to copy Souls likes and all that, if you're gonna try to make a game like that, do it to your best ability.
Yeah, you can't just dip your toe into it. Like, this would
Yeah,
be
like
Treyarch fully shifting from Call of Duty to that.
yes. And nobody really wants a Call of Duty that or nobody wants Activision that tried to do fucking Final Fantasy fucking 7, bro.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy is as popular, or like every other game is as popular as they are, because the original creators do it best.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not gonna be able to capture like the same feeling as like what they did whenever this is your first time at it. And if it is your first time at it and you do bad, people aren't gonna want to buy your product anymore.
Yeah. Like, even if you're failing at something that you're not known for, because you fail, people will be disinterested in your product going forward. And
Yeah.
that's not something that you can think like, oh, well, they're judging us unfairly. This was our first time. No, no. You are at a level when you're at a level where your company is renowned and has a level of respect or a level of draw, or when your company name is mentioned, people are listening. Once you're in the public eye, any failure you have is going to be dragged all over the internet for one, but it's going to be very damaging to your company's reputation.
Yes.
And you should know this when you're operating. You shouldn't just be like, oh, well, let's just, dip our toes into this and then experiment. Because even from a talent development side, if I am a team lead at Treyarch and I am thinking about the skills that I want to try to develop for my employees while they're working with the studio, why would I want to spend, and I would say 3 years, but I don't think it took them 3 years to make that campaign. I think it took them a couple months.
Yeah,
Well,
like I truly feel like Call of Duty needs to go back to the same shit they were doing um with like BO2, Modern Warfare, like all that. Go
mhm.
back to that little fucking time cycle that they had going on where it was like Sledgehammer, Activision, and then Treyarch. Have that little time cycle going, because really that was like the best time for Call of Duty is whenever
Yeah.
they had that little fucking threesome going on.
Which the issue that's been going on is there's been so many issues in development, and I think objectives are changing, and I think there's been some games that have been scrapped after like a year of development that have caused developers to have to scramble. So now we have developers that should have been doing their own thing now coming in and pitching in. That's why Sledgehammer made the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3 because they just had to rush it. There was an issue. Raven, I believe, was supposed to have been done their own Call of Duty, but they've been helping out so much with these other studios that they haven't done it or haven't gotten the opportunity. Um, but like I was saying, from a talent development perspective, why do I want my employees working on this different skill, developing this thing that is different from what we do here for this amount of time, if it isn't going to be beneficial to the future of our development for future games. Like, if I'm instituting a change to what our campaigns look like, this is going to be a change moving forward. And if that was the case, then franchise is too far gone as far as the campaign goes, because the zombies is getting better. The multiplayer is still it. The multiplayer to me still gives me the feeling that I go to it for, but the campaign, like you said, needs to go back to what it was. The campaign was attractive because it was based around real world themes and events. Like Train Go Boom, Black Ops 3 is cool. You know, I guess that it's very thought provoking. It takes thought. There's a story that's not necessarily being told to you that you kind of have to piece together along the way. There's hints about certain things going on, references. That's all well and good as a one off, as just an experiment, something different, a change of pace. And you're talking about going from Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3, from what the games are, going from boots on the ground to advanced movement. I could see how you make that leap to try something new the first time. But doubling down on it with this game, immediately, I was like, I'm not interested. I'm not playing this whole tech mind game things again. It's a theme that I'm just not really interested in. I think you got to go back to real world events. Go back to the just typical, there's a terrorist doing something, we got to stop him. Or there's a bad guy and there's a government conspiracy around like why this guy's getting away with this. Like,
or really go back to near futuristic stuff instead of it just being like full on futuristic.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, even if you guys don't want to like do like current shit or like stuff in the past, or if y'all can't even like think of something to do for future, like try to do like near futuristic stuff. It can't be that hard to like think of something that is relatively decent but not horrible.
Yeah, because if you're tired of telling the same story, change the setting. Because how many of these games boil down, how many movies boil down to the same moving parts? You have to change the setting. So give us something different. I think it was off the podcast. We were talking to Waylon about, you know what? I don't even think it was off the podcast. I wanted to talk to him about this, but I don't think I got to it, because in one of his videos he was talking about World War II games and there being a lot of World War II games. And I think with just how many CODs there are a lot of World War II Call of Duties. I don't necessarily want to see them revisit World War II.
I feel like a cool would be World War One.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that from Call of Duty. We saw that from Battlefield. What could Call of Duty do with something like that? That would be interesting.
I think a World War One Call of Duty could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know it would be a lot slower pace than what like World War II is, but I feel like it would be fun. Like I get that it would be a slower pace, but I feel like it could be kind of interesting.
Yeah, it would at least grab my attention. I think another thing they could go to is,
or even do like a near future like World War III like esque setting, bro. Like,
yeah, like there's conflicts going on, and I know because of politics, and not wanting to get banned in certain countries, they will change the names of countries and make up countries so that way they're not calling people out, or making a country look bad. But why couldn't you give us something based in theory on like the war in Ukraine? Like, why could
I
like,
feel like that could be kind of interesting.
give us something that doesn't involve, maybe narratively it involves NATO and the United States, but give us something that involves a country that isn't in NATO and a country that, you know, like Russia theoretically has so much more power, so much more wealth and strength over this country, and give us that kind of dynamic for a story. And maybe it introduces like what we see in the um footage that comes out from the war. We have modern weapons in trench combat.
Yeah.
I think that could be interesting. That would be a pretty unique experience. How different would it be from an automatic weapon being shot in the World War II video game versus that? It's going to be pretty similar. It's different. Um, you can also give us urban combat maps. Like there's a lot you could do with a theme like that, which maybe they are worried about getting flack because they'd be doing it while the war is still going on. I get that. But I feel like there's other conflicts that can play around with. Maybe something where tensions almost boiled over, but then they died down. What if tensions boiled over, and what if a war started? Give us something, make something up, but base it on real themes.
Yeah.
Because the direction they're going in isn't going to help them at all. Like whether they want to admit it to themselves or not, if they think that multiplayer is the moneymaker for their franchise, I don't think they can survive with just multiplayer. Because
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that Ubisoft had the capability to dethrone Call of Duty, but X Defiant failed with just multiplayer. You have to admit to yourselves that people buy your games for other things than multiplayer. If you took away zombies and the zombies experience got so bad that no one wanted to play it, there's people that buy your game just for zombies that wouldn't play it if it was just multiplayer and campaign. You are what you made yourself, which is this complete package of 3 modes, and the game needs to be delivered as such for you to be successful. Because this is a decision you made to yourself. Even if these developers, these individuals making it now, weren't the people that made those decisions back then, it's the boat that you're in. Like,
Yeah. I just I I don't think that after this year, Call of Duty is gonna make a comeback. Like I don't think that they're gonna be as good as what they was.
I think it's definitely possible, but they made it way harder for themselves than they needed it to be. They definitely made it a lot harder from this year.
Yeah.
Because they need something iconic, which we already know. As crazy it is because of all these fucking leaks. We already know that we're getting Modern Warfare 4, and I've heard a lot of different. Um, uh, I've heard very bipolar things from development rumors, leaks of like changes that they're making, where it's going from like, okay, we're gonna do this style of game, and then it changes to the complete other side of the spectrum, where they're like, oh, we're gonna do boots on the ground, no omni movement, or taking it out, even though I guess the idea was that omni movement was going to be the thing going forward in all the games. And then now to where I think the most recent thing is, oh, well, we'll have omni movement elements. There'll be elements of omni movement, and it's like I don't think there's still a clear picture of what exactly they want to do. Um, at least not
Because
that I've
even
seen.
in like Cold War, I thought Cold War's movement was actually kind of peak.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if like you guys like copied that formula for everything going forward, I would like it.
Yeah,
But it's like you guys just can't make up your mind on what you guys want, and it's fucking showing, bro.
mm-hmm. Because Modern Warfare 4, we're going to Korea, which I am 100% behind. When we went to Mexico in 2022, I think they did it well. I am all for going to different countries and trying out different settings. Um, like I said before, I would like to see NATO not be involved in this. Let NATO be like a narrative, like a plot tool. Um, because it does get kind of tired at always being the United States or the UK or whatever. Um, God, there's a point I was going to make and I forgot.
I just feel like Call of Duty is tiring in general, sadly.
Yeah, but I think it's tiring because it's being put together more lazily. I remembered what I was gonna say. Um, if you're worried about how the game is going to perform by you leaving behind your franchises, your big sellers, your Black Ops and your Modern Warfare, you have other things you can go to that people are familiar with. Before you completely give up and you say, we gotta just completely shift and just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, give us one of a Ghost 2 or an Advanced Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Get people back to a narrative that I think narratively, I know people didn't like the multiplayer of Ghost. I think people say good things about the campaign in Ghost, and the same said with Advanced Warfare. Get them back to a storyline that they can get invested in and that you guys did a good job with. You killed off Kevin Spacey, so there's no worries there.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed the multiplayer of Ghosts. I I
I did as well.
I kind of liked it. And until I think I stopped playing on my P4, I think I was relatively playing it like pretty often. I liked it. And like you could find lobbies pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people are still playing it.
Yeah. I think you need to revisit one of those. And to be honest, I would feel, despite me liking Ghosts more than Advanced Warfare, with what the
Yeah.
companies have shown me, I trust Sledgehammer and their products a lot more than Infinity Ward right now. So I would trust an Advanced Warfare 2 more than I would trust a Ghost 2, despite me wanting Ghost 2 more. But get us back to a narrative that we're familiar with. Get us back to a story we can get invested in, a universe that we can buy into, and that people are interested in being in. I think we're like edging, like we're about to get the advanced movement, but they're like, oh no, like we're just gonna get that. Oh, we're so close to advanced movement. We're right there. Just give us an Advanced Warfare 2. Give us some advanced movement.
Because I was peeping somebody's stream up on up on TikTok the other day. Mostly because that's where I spend 90% of my time if I'm not playing fucking video games because I'm a bitch and I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
Um, somebody said that like the fuck ass like wall jump that they got going on. It feels a lot like fucking Advanced Warfare's.
Mm-hmm. Because it's like a boost. You can boost over some like obstacles and different things. I've heard a pro temp called it. I think it was 70% Infinite Warfare, 30% Black Ops 4. Um,
You said what?
a Call of Duty Pro temp called it 70% Infinite Warfare, 30% Black Ops 4, which I think is pretty accurate. Um,
BO4 didn't have advanced movement like that.
well, I think the advanced movement part comes from Infinite Warfare. Um,
Oh yeah. You're right. Gotcha.
um,
I don't know why I'm being such an idiot. My fault.
oh no, you're good.
I'm
Um,
fucking cooked. I've been up since 1 this morning.
but like, despite things not looking good, all hope is still not lost, but it will not take long for hope to be completely gone. They need to make the fucking. You ever been in a situation where you were like, if I don't make the exact perfect decision, then I'm fucked?
Mm.
Like, even if something as trivial as like you're trying to get with a girl and she like asks you, or she's like she asks you a question, you're like, oh fuck, what do I say to this? Because this could fuck everything up right now. Like I'm trying to get in there, but if I say the wrong thing, I'm gonna fuck it up. They need to make
Mm-hmm.
the best decision for every decision. Like literally everything needs to be perfect about these games going forward. They cannot fuck up. If they fuck up, it's over for them. Like I don't know where they expect to go after this.
Yeah.
Like one thing I think they should do is They need to take a fucking break from zombies so they can deliver like a good experience, a core experience. Zombies should not be in Infinity Ward's game or Sledgehammer's game. It needs to be gone. It should be in Treyarch's game so Treyarch can hone in on what they're doing so they're not developing zombies for fucking everyone every year.
I feel like maybe what they need to do is just take a break in general from like third game modes and just
Mm-hmm.
focus on one of the fucking two, either the campaign or multiplayer. It doesn't fucking matter, but something needs to change, and it
Yeah.
needs to change fast.
But this is the thing. Can they, if they took a break, that's why I'm saying I think Treyarch needs to do it, because if they took a break right now, like if a Treyarch game is coming out next year, I don't think they could survive not having the zombies players buying the game.
I feel like they rely too much on their third game mode. That's why I feel like both of them just needs to take a break.
Yeah. But even like I was saying, there's other
Because even like
experiences.
Treyarch zombies have been fucking lacking for years now.
Yeah, but I believe Treyarch has been making zombies for everyone.
Yeah, but I just feel
So I
like,
think they're stretched too thin, is what I'm saying.
I mean, probably, but zombies in general is just fucking lacking.
Yeah.
They need to stop with like all like the third game modes. I feel like the third game mode they should probably bring back is like Spec Ops, but like do it from like campaign assets, so it's not too hard to make.
Yeah.
Like OG MW2 when MW3 did.
Like you have what? Spec Ops, DMZ, people probably have an appetite for. And what? Was the ghost thing called Infected? I forget what it was called.
Yeah, I think it was Infected. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I think it was Infected.
Yeah, like you have other things you could go back to that, at the very least people are familiar with. Because to be honest, with the different crazy shit they've tried, if they tell me they're trying something new and unique, you fucking lost me. You have lost me. I don't want you fucks to try anything different. You need to do what has worked in the past and start there and grow off
Yeah,
of that.
they just need to continue to do what they're good at.
Yeah. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it because I say it all the time. But can all of these development issues be chalked up to the fact that these developers also have to worry about fucking Warzone?
Yes. Warzone has done irreparable damage to Call of Duty as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Like, get one of these other studios, High Moon, Beanox, whatever. Activision needs to acquire a studio and have their sole purpose be to manage Warzone. So that way, Raven, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer are never having to worry about it, and they can just pass their shit along to the studio and they manage the implementation, the adjustments, and all of that shit. And maybe map development as well.
I kind of feel like maybe they just don't need a BR anymore. I feel like maybe they should just let it fucking die at this point.
Yeah, because Call of Duty was successful without the streamers. Like it
And that's
was.
really like the only reason why like the streamers play COD anymore is because of the BR.
Yeah.
And and I just feel like BRs have done fucking irreversible damage to gaming as a whole, not even COD. Like
Mm-hmm.
BRs are some of the laziest types of fucking games you can play or even make.
Which, if you're gonna be a BR, be, and this is gonna sound weird, if you're going to be a battle royale, be what you are. If you are Apex, be Apex. Don't go and make a campaign. Don't go and make another game mode that's like fucking Call of Duty, first person shooter. Be what makes you successful. Because once you try to move resources away, you're going to see that it's going to affect the game negatively. Like, too many games are trying to be other things. Like if Red Sec's going to be successful and it's going to prove me wrong, I trust what EA and Dice are doing over there. They've been making some good decisions. I heard that Blackwell Fields, the new map, isn't really that great. Um, but like, how many maps are there in every Call? Like, how many launch maps in Call of Duty are bad? At least a couple. So I wouldn't put that against them
40%.
too much when like, what does a Battlefield drop with like 5, 4 maps?
Yeah, probably.
Like, there's a lot fewer maps, so there's a bigger chance that one of them will just be shit. You know, I think that's just percentage wise what you could chalk it to, but they're gonna Call of Duty's gonna have to do something, and hopefully they know what they're gonna do because I sure as hell do not know what their next move is gonna be.
I know this isn't exactly like a multiplayer game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a multiplayer like dev. But that's why I fuck with Atlas as much as I do. Those are the people that make like the Persona games.
Mm-hmm.
Is because they made like a new IP, fucking metaphor. Like as I've been playing because I just fuck with Persona like that. They made a new IP, basically how they should because they've been doing that shit for fucking years. But you got Call of Duty over here trying to do new shit and failing because they've never fucking done like stuff like that before.
Yeah,
Like if they want to make like a new IP or anything like that, stick to what you're good at, bro. And like people will buy it. People will play it.
yeah. Maybe you say, "Oh, we're gonna do Call of Duty will have a life cycle of 2 years, and then we're gonna launch a new shooter, maybe a third person shooter. Like, as long as it's a shooter, like stick to what you're good at. You're not gonna make a good fucking roguelike.
Yeah,
You're not gonna make a good Souls like. It's just not who you are.
like if like even if you do want to make like a whole new IP, just stick to what you're good at. It's not that hard.
Mm. But yeah, I mean, I think that's really all that needs to be said about Call of Duty. I guess I can leave it on. Um, I think the multiplayer is good. It feels good. I'm doing the camo challenges right now. I haven't played zombies yet. Um, and I may or may not play the campaign, but the campaign's bad. So I guess I could just leave it with my thoughts on the game currently. But I think we could call it an episode there, sir. Thank you for tuning in with us. We appreciate it. To the people like leaving some positive feedback on our newest patch notes episode. Thank you so much. Right now, as it stands, unfortunately, that may be our final episode of patch notes for a little bit. With me working full time, there's just a little bit of time issues there as far as me being able to get it put together and still having other things to do. But I'm open to bringing it back at some point in some way. Obviously, we still talk about games in this podcast, so I don't think we'll miss it too much. But um, with that being said, sir, do you have any final thoughts about anything we talked about?
Not really. No, I think that's almost a perfect spot to end it all off.
All right. With that being said, this has been the Uninstalled Podcast, episode 7.